Before taking off, we can hear the loud noise. But once they're elevated, it's even worse. These are just some of the struggles that students that commute on a daily basis face, from planning their day to making it on time to class. En este nuevo año escolar, los padres de familia de este distrito recalcaron dos preocupaciones. Número uno, la pandemia, y número dos, la seguridad de los tiroteos que se han reportado en los centros de estudio. Workers and teachers are seeking for a better pay increase and a new contract. Con la excepción que no hubo exhibición de autos este año debido a falta de permisos, pero eso no fue impedimento para que este evento fuera un éxito. Reportando desde Alhambra, yo soy Lupita Baltazar. Fire crews responding to a two-story building engulfed in flames in a Panorama City neighborhood. Authorities say it started around 10:30 a.m. in the 9900 block of Venice Boulevard.
Oh, I was not in the building, but one of the tenants called me that the whole building was on fire, and I got scared. But I'm glad it was only one unit.
Rafael Morales is the building manager. He says all the residents in the building were terrified the fire would extend to other apartments, so they evacuated immediately.
I'm not a person that cries in front of people, but I just end up crying because it just brought me back to my father's death, and I didn't want nobody else to get hurt.
Firefighters were able to extinguish the flames before they extended to other units, but at one point the flames were so intense there was a slight risk of collapse.
So we went in, we did aggressive fire attack inside the unit. We also had some of the roof material burning as well, so we knocked that down, went inside. Once we got a quick knockdown, we did a primary search for any victims, animals or people inside, which we found none.
The fire department arrived to the scene and they said no one was injured, but the fire remains under investigation. Reporting from Panorama City, for Valley View News, I am Lupita Baltazar. Jets land and take off from the Venice airport at all hours of the day, and those who live in the area say they are fed up with the noise, air pollution, and many other negative impacts they bring.
The jets that take off 1 every 8 minutes, they take off all through the night. And they're going to tell you that there's nothing that we can do. There's nothing we can do. I mean, we can't tell the jets when they can take off, when they can land. We can't do that. We can't. Yes, they can. And you know how they do it? And this is how Santa Monica got it done. Stop accepting FAA money. This is exactly what residents are complaining about. Before taking off, we can hear the loud noise. But once they're elevated, it's even worse. Residents say they not only have to deal with the noise at night, but also with the jet pollution that they have to breathe every single day.
It's killing us. And you're affecting schools in the area. Schools have to stop because it's so loud.
On Tuesday, there was a Citizen Advisory Council meeting where residents voiced their concerns. They don't want the noise, air pollution, and let alone an airport expansion.
I want to be clear that there's no physical expansion of the airport. We're at 730 acres, and we currently are not in any discussions for acquiring more land around the airport.
Residents are determined to keep advocating for change soon. Reporting from Venice for Valley View News, I am Lupita Baltazar. Workers and teachers are seeking for a better pay increase and a new contract. LA area bus drivers were picketing at the Venice bus yard. LUSD cafeteria workers, custodians, and teachers demanded a higher wage and working conditions. They say the 3-day strike was worthwhile.
We really need them to get living wages, and that's what we're out here for. That's what we're pushing for.
After a massive strike and lengthy negotiations, the district and the workers' union reached a tentative deal this week. It includes a 30% pay increase and set the district's minimum wage at $22.52. Employees who worked on campus during the pandemic will get a one-time $1,000 bonus.
We should be able to provide for our families. And we're just asking. We're not asking for handouts. We're asking for what we work for.
We win! We fight! We win!
In a statement, the district superintendent Alberto Carvalho said the deal recognizes the historic inequities and, quote, addresses the needs and concerns from the union while also remaining fiscally responsible and keeping the district in a financially stable position.
The solidarity between SEIU and UTLA, for the first time in my experience, coming together as a group is true union solidarity, and it's invigorating and beautiful.
In Sun Valley, I am Lupita Baltazar for Valley View News. Most people hope that everyone who needs help living with a disability would be treated equitably. Unfortunately, people from different racial backgrounds aren't always treated the same. In California, the organizations required by law to provide services for people with disabilities are called regional centers. The regional centers diagnose disabilities and then connect people to counseling, therapy, education, as well as help with housing, employment, learning to live independently, and even buying equipment like wheelchairs.